Hey guys, I hope you are having just a wonderful day. I realize it's been a long time since I did a video for you guys, so just wanted to touch base, let you know what's been happening in my life so that you can kind of understand where things are at as far as my energy goes, why you haven't been hearing from me, and what my next steps are for the next little bit here. So first off, it's been hard. It's been a hard couple months since the last time I messaged you guys. And if you remember the last video or a couple of the last videos that I expressed how difficult life was. I was going through a loss as far as my heart and love and career and things of that nature. And I actually moved because I wasn't making enough money to be able to live where I was, and that was really challenging for me. So I moved in with a friend, and so now I'm in the position where I am sharing a room with somebody who is my friend, and there's nothing more. And so it's a little bit awkward sometimes because it's a male. So that's interesting. And I have been fighting with triggers, assessing those triggers, and just making sure that I'm not coming from a reactive space and I'm coming from more of a understanding space. That I'm choosing how I'm going to be responding versus like just sitting and reacting. And that's been a challenge in itself because I have had to study the limbic system and PONS, which is your fight, flight, freeze kind of system that's running through your body whenever you get triggered about, trauma or different situations where you may feel like you aren't in safety. And so it's just taking me a long time to just assess my emotions just to begin with and come to a stable place within my emotions so that I could even begin to understand exactly what was happening and why I was reacting the way I was and stuck in this loop of repetitive defensiveness and fear. And so I kind of have just been taking some time to myself, and I honestly don't think that I have spent enough time with myself because I'm still in this place of confliction about how I present myself, and I'm having to start from square one as far as some of my fears go. This being one of them, talking to you guys. And doing videos, it is a lot when you're emotionally in a place where it feels connected to who you were before the trauma happened. And I'm still trying to talk myself into believing that I'm safe in being who I am and that I've always known who I am, and just because the trauma is connected, that it doesn't mean that I lose that part of me. As you can see, it makes me emotional for sure. But I'm working on it and I'm trying my best, so bear with me. I realize I haven't been following through on my disciplines, and so as much as I want to say I'm sorry for that, I know that it's not something I need to be sorry for. It's actually, I need to offer myself forgiveness and compassion in this moment, because sometimes life happens and we have to be able to nurture ourselves instead of putting more stress on ourselves, which is what I had been doing for the first month or so. I was like pushing myself and pushing myself instead of giving myself that space to heal the part of my heart that was aching and the part of me that felt rejected and abused. And yes, I'm at a little bit more of a stable point where I can start to address myself more appropriately, and I've done a lot of research, so that's helped me to kind of come to an understanding as to what was happening in my body. I actually reached out to the gentleman that I had this big conflict with, and that this all kind of like stems from, because I didn't have a conclusive finish to the relationship, and that really hurt. It was expectations that he had of me, and these expectations weren't expressed. And I took time to myself because I had been triggered, and he said that that was the best way to go about it, instead of reacting and responding in a reactive way versus just a respondent, like chosen way. And so I was actually listening to what he had said for me to do, and because I didn't express exactly what was happening to the community or to him within the time frame that he expected me to, he kicked me out. And so I didn't get a chance to express what was happening. And so he had already made up his decision, and I realized that throughout this whole thing he had already chosen somebody else, although he kept telling me, oh, trust, trust, trust. And he was giving me chances, but he always wanted somebody else, and he was never able to fully admit that, because he was reaping benefit from me being who I am and offering as much as I was. And that could just be a story that I'm creating in my mind, but which is where it gets really confusing, because this whole situation kind of has me thinking both ways, which, well, the research says is sometimes a indication that there was trauma there, and I'm kind of going through PTSD symptoms. So I have to remind myself that I'm safe now, but it hurts because it feels like my motivation is gone. So I'm just working through it. And it hurt to, like, it felt good. I don't want to say it hurt. It felt good to express to him exactly what had happened, and I knew he wouldn't take me back, and he wouldn't, like, it wouldn't progress the relationship, even if I wanted it to come back. Like, I don't even know if I wanted to. That's the problem. Is like, I believe I want it to come back because I've given so much to it, and it's a piece of my heart, and I've really connected to it. But I almost don't know if I do, because I realize he is a part of that. And if he's not healthy, and if he's not treating me with the dignity and with the respect that I deserve and the understanding, and he's not providing me trust, I can't expect to feel okay in that space. And so, as much as I wish he would have said, hey, come back, and I understand I made a mistake. If he said that, like, maybe that would be a change in character, you know? But that didn't happen. He proved again that his character is different, and it's okay. It's okay. Anyways, I love you guys so much, and I hope that you can find understanding for where I'm at right now and why I haven't been posting videos. And I'm gonna do my very best to find the motivation and discipline to start doing the readings a lot more, but connecting with spirit has been more of a personal thing lately. And I need to give back to myself in this moment after everything that I've given away, and honor my soul. And in that, if I get the calling to offer it to you guys and express that, I will. Besides that, that's all I really have to say. And if you're like me and you're struggling as well, I just, you're not alone, so feel free to drop comments. I love you, and I say that over and over again because I do, and I'm remembering how good it feels to actually express this way. So I'm very grateful. If you feel called, like and subscribe, and hopefully I can get another video out sometime very soon. Okay.